Next, use the trapezoidal rule with 5 ordinates to approximate this integration, and then give your answer correct to 3 decimal place. Firstly, with the trapezoidal rule of 5 ordinates. So when 5 ordinates means n will be equals to 4. Ordinates mean like coordinates. So when you have five coordinates, in between you are having 4 interval. So in trapezoidal rule, the first step we need to find out the h. H will be b minus a upper limit minus lower limit, and divide with the number of trapezium we have, n equals to 4. So which means the height of the trapezium for each will be pi over 8. Then we build out the table. As we having 5 ordinates, so you're having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the last one is your total. So this is the first ordinate, this is second, this is third, this is 4, this is 5 ordinates. So starting with the lower limit, which is 0, then up to upper limit, which is pi over 2. So for each interval, we're going to add on pi over 8. So when you add on pi over 8, and then add on pi over 8 will be 2 pi over 8. Simplify, it will be pi over 4. So pi over 4 add on pi over 8, it will be 3 over 8 pi. So 3 pi over 8. And then lastly is pi over 2. So be careful here. For x ordinates, we cannot use decimal, so we need to write it in fraction. Then we find out what is our y coordinates. So by using the calculator mode of table, we key in the function. Make sure your calculator is in radian because we are dealing with trigo and with the pi, so means it will be in radian mode. So write down our function here. Our function as before, as referred to the question A, it will be alpha x cos alpha x. Then enter, starting with the first ordinate, which is 0, ending with the last ordinate, which is pi over 2. And then with the step means with the h, which is pi over 8. So here we go, all the x coordinate here. So we are going to refer for the y only, which is our fx. So our first coordinate, when x equals to 0, y equals to 0, we take down the result. Continue. So for the next, so we need to give the answer correct in 3 decimal, but in working we will plus 2, means we will show up to 5 decimal. So look at the display here. It will be 0.362806. So we put 81. Then continue. So look at here, 0.55536. Continue. 0.450838. So round off become 84. And the last ordinate here, which is 0, add on together 0 for the y coordinate here. Then we start to answer this integration by using trapezoidal rule. For integrate 0 until pi over 2 for the function. For trapezoidal rule, it will be approximation. Formula will be h over 2, and then the first coordinate and the last coordinate add up, plus 2 times the intermediate coordinates here. And then for the final answer, only we round off to 3 decimal place. So in the fraction, and then up here also a fraction. So 7/6, we will round off to 7/8. So this is a 3 decimal as the question requests here. And then we have to comment this answer, compare in A and B. So in A we get, alright, so we can't see this. So in A, question A, which is pi over 2 minus 1. So we figure it out, pi in 3 decimal. So we can notice that this is question B using trapezoidal rule and integrate. This is using direct integration with the method of integration by part. So we notice that we have difference here. So the error, so we show up the difference of the error here. So why I put modulus? Because I just want to referring to its difference. So which one? Normally we take the bigger minus the smaller also can. So if you put smaller minus the bigger, we put modulus. So we want to find out how much the difference so that we can compare. So this is our comparison, and we need to comment, means we need to justify. So we can say the answer in question A actually is direct integration, so it will be accurate. Meanwhile, the answer in B is an estimation. It's an estimate, and their error give us 0.033. So what is important here for this format? Of course, for the first basic using trapezoidal rule, we need to find out our h. And then referring to the table here, we need you to do the ordinates here correctly. With the decimal required here must be more than 3. We can accept maximum 5 or 4. And then use the trapezoidal rule formula to get to the answer. And then lastly, we need you to justify your answer A and B. So here's the conclusion.